Pace car is off. Corey Heim, Kyle Busch on the inside. Green flag is in the air. We're racing at North Wilkesboro. Off to a great start for Corey Heim there. Gets ahead of Kyle Busch. But Gio Ruggiero there tucking in third.
Yeah, you can see these tires are a little bit squirmy taking off. You saw Gio kind of get loose on the top there of 3 and 4, or 1 and 2, and Kyle Busch was able to slide into second. So it's going to take these trucks a couple laps to kind of get the air pressure built up and figure out where everyone wants to be.
Wayne Riggs pushing up through there. Let's see what happened to Tony. Oh, sideways. Right there, the 44. Connor Jones got a hold over. I've been really impressed with Gio. He came to this series, not a lot of experience, but he's proven right away that he can run in the top 5 week in and week out.
Yeah, as Kyle Busch loose off of turn 2, the banking kind of falls away from you off of turn 2. Kyle's just going to let him go here, try to see what his truck has. But I'm excited to see what this 17 truck can do as they continue to, get laps on their stuff, figure out where you need to be. You don't want to burn your tires off. We noticed that yesterday in our cars. You could actually wear the good off of them, and then you're in trouble. So it's a little bit of a pace of yourself today. There's a couple spots right in front of you. It's going to get a little harder as you go. As the tires wear out, that bottom lane is going to be a little bit tougher to complete the pass. You see him trying, just can't put the power down. He might be able to clear Roger here in the next lap, but I think if Lane can get to the top 10, he's going to be in a really good spot setting up the rest of the race.
What a battle between Grant Enfinger, Ty Majeski. That's for 8th. They were slicing and dicing their way around Frankie Muniz, the slower truck on the inside. Ooh, little contact.
The old chrome horn there.
He was just helping him out a little bit.
Yeah, tried to help him speed up off the corner.
The 9 looked a little tight, so he was trying to help him turn.
I think it worked.
As we have a truck stalled off the exit of turn 2.
Caution flag.
Caution is out here for the first time. We have a truck stalled on the inside. There it is right there. That's that black Rhino. Here we go as the drivers approach the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Gio Ruggiero, Stuart Friesen.
A pretty good start by Friesen right there on the bottom on used stuff. So he's
nose to nose, sliding loose. Sideways.
Is that what you call sent it? Oof. And look at that 3 wide.
Chandler Smith caught a little bit of the apron, just nowhere to go. Corey Heim takes him 3 wide. Got to be careful on the bottom. These trucks rely on a lot of side force. So if you get tight,
squeeze
still
play.
3 wide down the front stretch.
Daniel Hemrick stayed in the gas. He's going to clear both those guys.
Guys, our flag man, he's been wearing out his arm with a black flag for a restart violation for multiple trucks here.
They're just out of line and not stacked up properly, and NASCAR didn't take too kindly to that, so they'll have to come down pit road. But we got a battle for the lead.
We know how fast that truck is. He's just going to be working the bottom, and I think the guys on used tires, they're going to be washing up the racetrack, so that's going to give Corey a little bit of cleaner air as he's trying to get back to the front to win this stage.
Gio Ruggiero out front.
He's just been amazing this year with just speed everywhere we go. See that bit of a gap, though, up to Stuart Friesen, so that means Corey Heim is going to pounce.
Tricon Garage in the 11, Thor Sport the 13. Michael, it shows you how close these trucks are, the 34-38 teammates. They are always finding each other on track.
Lane's going to try to do a big crossover, get back to the bottom of the Chandler Smith. He's reversing rolls, and now he puts him in the dirty air of Jake Garcia.
Gio Ruggiero has 1 more lap truck to get around. That's the 33 of Frankie Muniz.
Frankie's going to hold on.
He does, and so does Gio Ruggiero, picking up his first stage win. Corey Heim got up to second. You were close, Ryan.
I was close. It took him too long to get by the 13 truck.
Here we go. The drivers approach the Echo Park Automotive Restart Zone. Corey Heim, Lane Riggs.
Oh, he's going to lean on him.
Up.
Lane
Oh,
sent it
both
in
of
there.
them get into the wall.
Four wide.
Grant Enfinger to the lead. Gio Ruggiero. Look at Brent Cruz in a second.
You know, that's what I was talking about, that inside lane. If you send it into turn one, gosh, they're still beating and banging off of each other. Tires trying to come up to pressure. It's slick out there right now, and everyone's trying to sort it out.
Oh, he's going to lean on him.
Up.
Lane
Oh,
sent it
both
in
of
there.
them get into the wall.
Four wide.
Grant Enfinger to the lead. Gio Ruggiero. Look at Brent Cruz in a second.
Watch this contact. This is just overshooting turn one. Wouldn't you agree, Ryan?
Yeah, you know, the 34 is just trying to arc it down in there as much as he could, and you know, no grip on new tires, low air, and once he gets in this spot, I mean, he knows he's in trouble, and he's trying to stay off the 11. I mean, he's trying not to do that, but he just really kind of thought his truck would have more grip than it did. And honestly, great job by everybody from getting through there. Being 5 wide off turn 2 is not easy.
Raja Karuth, haven't talked about him in the 71, and there's Lane Riggs.
Lane Riggs got loose again just by himself, so that truck is free taking off, and he definitely saw it.
Really aggressive against our leader, Corey Heim. Just took him up the track.
Yeah, Brent Cruz, as you see Corey Heim get to the bottom of the one truck, he's got a little tire rub on the left rear. The smoke's getting better, but that could be a good and a bad thing. It might be clearing itself, or it might have worn through that tire a lot, so we'll definitely have to keep an eye on that.
Live from North Wilkesboro, this battle rages on between Corey Heim and young Brent Cruz. Does he get it? Yes, Corey Heim moves into second. Grant Enfinger continues to lead out front.
Lane Riggs continues to try to march forward after that restart where he lost all that ground. He's able to get to the inside of Ankrum. Can't quite complete the pass.
He's led 56 laps, but Corey Heim is there. Heim has led 56 laps as well today.
And I tell you, Chandler Smith's going to become part of this battle here too. He's only, you see him right there, right behind Corey Heim. So these guys are stoved up behind lap traffic. These guys don't want to go another lap down. These guys are racing hard for the stage win, so this is going to be a great final 3 laps.
The speed differential in the front runners versus the lap trucks.
Oh, we got one in the wall.
Is that the 44? Connor Jones? It is. Stopped on track inside turn number 2.
Just a couple of laps before.
Yeah, you see it blue right there.
Yeah,
right front blows. And fortunately, honestly, I mean, blowing tires is not fun, but he was only 2 feet off the wall when it did. So they might be able to repair that truck and get it back out there. And so, you know, your truck doesn't turn as good. You're going to be worse on the exit. As you see, Grant Enfinger is going to win the stage. Corey Heim second in both stages today. So really good stage points for him. We have a great setup for the last stage of this race. There's going to be some really fast trucks coming forward. Yeah, you see the right rear. It looks like he kind of tripped over the hose. The hose got caught under the right rear tire. Look at that. Now he pulled it away. And so that definitely slowed that stop down. That's just one of those things those guys can get tangled up with that hose if it's not thrown properly.
Here they come out of 4. Grant Enfinger on the outside. Corey Heim on the inside. Raja Karuth tried to take a peek.
You see Corey, he kind of backed up turn 1, right? And he got a great exit off of turn 2. So he knew that it was slippery down there, and he set him up for the exit. And that's what really has put him in position to possibly take this lead from Grant.
Look at
38 gets in the back of Grant.
Chandler Smith contact in the back of Corey Heim.
Oof. Yeah, you see the 38 just touched the left rear of the 9. And the 11 slid up and just got clipped by the 38 in the right rear. So that was an exciting set of corners right there.
See what Lane Riggs saw here from that onboard camera.
Yeah, you see the 11 hit that bump and it just shot him up the racetrack. I don't think he wanted to get to the wall or in front of the 38, but it made him do it.
He just squeezed into the outside wall. There's action all over this racetrack. Here's Daniel Hemrick into the side of Brent Cruz, and he in turn almost clipped Sammy Smith in the 7.
Brent Cruz has got a lot of tire marks on the left side of that truck behind the numbers.
Hey,
nothing of his doing.
Battle for 4th here.
Yeah, Gio's run down. Stuart Friesen putting together really good lap times. The truck looks really good too. So they found a little bit more pace, you know, up and down day for that team, but they found the right thing when it matters the most. Yeah, I remember my first truck start at Bristol in 2012, and it's just a cool experience, you know. And looking back at a past champion, Ben Rhodes, kind of a scrappy day. You know, Door Sport has been honestly probably not as good as we thought they'd be, as we see the 22.
Caution is out.
Of Tomasi off the pace again, and the yellow flag waves. And now, get another shot at pit road.
Patrick Emmerlin didn't hit him
Well,
at
looks
all.
like 22's already got a tire down.
Lost the tire. Yeah, that's probably why he was backing up. Those guys were really tight, as you see the sparks flying from the right front of that number 22 truck.
Josh.
Well, yeah, Chandler Smith said after 5 laps, he was about sideways in that truck, saying he needs more lateral bite, more drive off. He's struggling right now to catch up to Corey Heim and get around him. We saw him during that last section, so he needs a little help in that 38 machine.
32 to go, coming at the line. This is going to be a big restart.
Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Corey Heim on the outside. What does Lane Riggs do here? It's clean, but here comes Gio Ruggiero on the 17. Chandler Smith on new tires. Here he comes.
Already.
That white truck on the inside.
He's going to clear the 17 off turn 4 and set his sights on P2. He had a great restart. That has worked out perfectly for Chandler Smith.
There's your battle for second. Chandler's way fast right now. Look at him make that move.
Lane's going to let his teammate go, tries to go win the race.
Chandler Smith into second, 1 truck to go.
And the 38 is complete opposite. White line hugging on entry and exit, but look at the run the 11 can get off the corner. So that's going to be tough for the 38. We've already talked about how tough it is to make the bottom work off of 4 with that bump. And this is the first lap the 38's gone to the middle lane, trying to find some cleaner air.
Chandler Smith all over
goes
the
to the bottom. He's going to shove it to him. Caution.
And around goes Brent Cruz. Caution is out for the 5th time with 4 laps to go.
We see how difficult it is to enter on the bottom of turns 1 and 2, and that was a great example of it there again.
You see the 99 just get tight, getting down in there, overdriving. Gets in the left rear of Brent Cruz. Gosh, that stinks for Brent Cruz. He was having such a good day and trying to hold guys off on old tires, and just unfortunately got spun around.
Has an incredible day. We'll be back for the final restart, perhaps, or not after this. Here we go, Chandler Smith on the inside, Corey Heim out front. What a restart. But look at Lane Riggs up high.
Great restart by the 11. Lane Riggs really good through 1 and 2. He's going to clear for second.
Corey Heim's already been run into once.
Corey Heim tried to protect. He got into turn 3 way too deep. Loose.
Oh, sideways.
White flag is in the air.
Slide job.
Lap of this
Slide
race.
job.
Lane Riggs into Corey Heim.
Corey
Heim goes around. It's battle of the teammates to the finish line. Who's it going to be? Chandler Smith with the advantage over Lane Riggs. Lane Riggs sideways.